everyone, how are we today? I'm just doing an all signs reading just for singles, okay? So we are looking at what's going on for all the singles in love and romance. If there's anyone, past, present, future that wants to show themselves, we will sort of delve a little bit into that. I will let everyone know I am currently moving house. So this will probably be my last reading at this place. So hope keeping my fingers crossed that the lighting and everything at the new place is going to be okay and that I'll be able to get an area set up to do readings and whatnot. It is quite, it is a lot bigger than this current place. So hopefully it's not going to be a problem. It's just it does have very high ceilings, so I am a little bit concerned about how the audio is going to go, and hoping that we're not going to have any echoing happening in the readings in the future. But we'll keep our fingers crossed and see how we go for tomorrow's shadow work reading. That should be the first one I'm uploading. That will be in the new place, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. Okay, but today when we are doing a reading for the singles, I do have a new oracle deck here. As we all, anyone that watches does know, I do have a bad habit of just buying more and more decks. It just doesn't stop. I do even have more on the way as well. But this is the Inner Child Oracle. Okay, so as you can see, each card does have like a little saying on each side. So each affirmation on each side is unique to each individual card as well. So I'll be making sure I let you know what they all are as well. But that's the Inner Child Oracle by Teresa Salerno, and the artwork is Christine Caron. Okay, and then as our main deck, the Lenormand, of course, we do have the Art Nouveau Lenormand coming through there. Okay, so today I'm actually going to start with Libra. Okay, so as always, you will see me sort of taking the timestamps so that I can put that in the description box. So we'll start with Libra. Hi Libra, how are we? Just Libra singles. Libra singles. What do Libra singles need to know, please? Okay, we've got one flying out already. I'm going to grab a second one for you as well. Okay, so we do have celebrate. Okay, aren't these ones cute with the little bunnies? Celebrate. I bring joy to the world. Okay, and then we do also have unconditional love. That one says, I love to love and be loved. Okay, so definitely what we want to see for a love reading there. So, a reason to celebrate coming to you soon, coming to a Libra near you soon, a reason to celebrate and some unconditional love. That's what I like to see. Okay, what's going on for Libra singles in love, please? What do Libra singles need to be aware of with love? Okay, so I love it when it does this, and it gives me the same sort of message but in different cards and different formations. So we are firstly seeing the clover. Okay, so that's all about short-term luck, being able to take a bit of a chance, take a risk on somebody. I do feel it is kind of a little bit of a celebration card all in its own, because it is that, pick a four-leaf clover and you'll have good luck. Good luck follows you around. A lot of good things happening, good fortune happening for you at the moment with love, Libra. So definitely giving you that chance to take a chance and take a bit of a risk on a particular person, I feel, because we do also have the ring coming out for you as well. So clearly seeing a potential relationship in the near future for you, Libra. So it's kind of letting us know, taking a chance on a relationship, taking a chance on a strong bond with somebody, and seeing where that goes. It's in the short term, you do have a high level of success available to you with relationships. And the ring really does talk about that unconditional love, that continual support. Like a ring, it does take a lot for it's that circle, so it goes around and around, and it doesn't break or bend. So it's a very sort of unbreakable kind of bond I'm getting from that for you. Um, Last but not least, we do have the book energy. Okay, so that's all about brand new chapters. I am feeling that is actually talking about a new character entering your story. So the story of Libra, wherever you've been in love up until now, I feel like there's a brand new character about to, be written upon these pages. You can sort of see this particular card, the girl sort of sitting there pondering what's going to happen next, and what am I going to write next. So it's kind of you, looking forward into the future about, what's going to happen next, and what adventure am I going to talk about next? What's this big plot twist I want to bring into my story? So that plot twist definitely looking like some sort of relationship or connection coming through for you, Libra. So definitely keep your eye out for that, and celebrate the unconditional love in your life. So that when you're celebrating unconditional love, you can also celebrate those platonic love that you have around you in your life. Sorry, I'm just flying cards out when I'm shuffling there. So definitely celebrating, the people that you do already have around you in a more platonic connections as well. And that may actually help you sort of get into the right vibe to be attracting a relationship as well. Okay, so we'll move over to our Scorpios. How are we today, Scorpio? Just looking today at singles and love for you singles out there. Okay, what's going on in love for our Scorpio singles? Oh my goodness, I have such a dirty mind sometimes. The little bib on this guy says, all you can eat. And he's got this big, ginormous carrot. Okay, it does say hungry bunny. So, on the back there, it does say, my life is a feast of opportunity. So if you have, if you're thinking in the directions that I am, you kind of know where that's going. But really, really, having that hunger to consume all the positive energy around you, and consume experiences with love, the good and the bad, just having that hunger to actually get in there and eat it, like take a bite out of life kind of energy is what I'm getting from that one, as well as the dirty reference. But I'll leave that up to you to decide where you want to go with that one. But we also do have support, okay? The cute little bunny with his little life rings. I am safe and supported, okay? So, a lot of support around you. I feel as though, on a more platonic level, there probably are a lot of people around you that are trying to support you through anything that's going on with your love life. And they're there for you. They want to listen, and they'll be that shoulder to cry on, or that those words of advice that you may need to hear, all that sort of stuff. So there is a lot of support around you. So it's just a matter of sort of getting in there and taking a bite out of life at this point, I feel, Scorpio. But we'll have a look with the lenormand as well. What do the Scorpio singles need to know about love, please? Scorpio singles. Pardon. Pretty straightforward message here, Scorpio. We do have the moon card. Okay, so that talks about not only emotions, but it does talk about following your intuition. Okay, so I feel as though there is a strong sense of, you needing to follow your inner guidance when it comes to love, and who you're attracted to, and really following that kind of inner guidance about there's something about that person I really like. I'm gonna, follow that person, or if you have that deep knowing of it, like, hang on, that person, there's something not quite right. It's not quite adding up, and steering clear of that. So I feel as though your inner guidance system is letting you know exactly which way to go when it comes to matters of the heart at the moment. But it's sort of also letting us know that we do have the stars card coming through next, which is all about wish fulfillment. So straightforward, we do see, in a very straightforward manner, we do see that emotional wishes are starting to be fulfilled. So the wishes that you have emotionally for your love life and for romance and love, you are starting to enter a point where those dreams are going to be, those dreams and desires and those wishes that you do have for emotional fulfillment are going to be, fulfilled for you, in a very secure and safe way as well. We do also have the house. So the house really does talk about safety and security, somewhere to call home. So I really do feel that for a lot of you, you are moving in this, you're moving in this direction where you sort of are really understanding what it is that you do need on an emotional level within relationships, and the ways that you feel secure within relationships, and the safety that you get from a partner and all those sorts of things. You're starting to understand that and understand exactly what you want from a partner, when it comes to, especially when it comes to that sensation of feeling safe and secure, feeling like this person I can start a family with, or this person feels like home to me. So really starting to understand that and move toward having those wishes fulfilled for yourself. Okay, so definitely a positive to see that stars card coming out. It really is a super positive energy, talking about your wishes being fulfilled. But even if there's no direct wishes that you can sort of think of, it really just talks about having hope and optimism, that you can have security and stability long term with love. Okay, so if that's been a doubt in your mind as to whether you are going to get the stability and the security and love and the safety and love that you do need and desire, you definitely are headed in the right direction for that, Scorpio. So very positive. More than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But for now, we will move on over to Sagittarius. How are we, Sagittarius? Just looking at Sagittarius singles today. What do Sagittarius singles need to know about love, please? Firstly, we have the transformation card, okay? I am becoming all that I wish to be. So that's all about, what came first, the chicken or the egg, or the butterfly, as it may be. As we know, butterflies are all about that metamorphosis, the different cycles of growth that we go through in our life, and realizing that, hang on, it doesn't matter whether you started off as a chicken or an egg, because you are transforming into, everything that you want yourself to be. And even if you feel as though you're not transforming into what you want yourself to be, that you are able to do that and move forward in love in a way that really, really, meets all your needs and desires. Okay, so going through some sort of transformation at the moment when it comes to love. I feel like, Sagittarius, this is like, for a lot of you, this is the way that you look at love and the way that you understand love and what you want in a partner and all those sorts of things, and really working out how to get from A to B, basically. So how to get from where you are now to where you want to be, and what transformation needs to take place in order to have those wishes fulfilled for yourself. We also have for you, Bet on You. Look at that little Elvis bunny. Isn't he cute? Oh, look at that. I haven't, this is the first time I've been able to properly use these cards, and I hadn't really even noticed that was a little Elvis bunny, but I really love it. Big Elvis fan from back in the day. I've watched all the movies when I was a child. I have the resources I need to create the life I deserve. Okay, so sometimes I do feel, bet on yourself. So this is like, going to Las Vegas, as we see there. Go to Las Vegas, put all your chips on red. But red in this case is you yourself, and knowing that you are going to go through this transformation, whether you have started that journey already or not. You bet on yourself and bet on your ability to do so, and get what you deserve and desire, because it's definitely part of this transformation, and really needing to sort of back yourself on that as well. Okay, Sagittarius singles. Sagittarius singles. What's going on for Sagittarius singles in love? And can I just get clarity for that third card, please? Sagittarius singles. Okay, and outcomes. Outcomes of that, please. Okay, so pretty. I did draw quite a few extra cards here, but firstly, we do have the letter. Okay, so we are seeing straight away some sort of communication headed towards you, Sagittarius. So that could be texting, calls, phone, like emails, online, in person, all sorts of communication. It's some sort of communication, and it's an emotional communication. Okay, we do have the lilies has come out next. So this communication, it is going to be very emotional. It's in regard to the longevity of something, the long term of potential of something. So, but what we're actually seeing next, which I have sort of clarified as well, is the whip there. Okay, so the whip is actually talking about some sort of fighting, conflict, drama unfolding. Somebody just starting a bit of conflict. So this communication is coming in, that it's something that's going to cause you a bit of tension, a bit of trouble. Sometimes it can be that vibe of somebody sort of punishing themselves, and I do have that clarified with the ring energy. Okay, so we are talking about a relationship here. So I feel for a lot of you, this is a past relationship. Someone sort of reaching out and communicating with you, about their emotions, or your emotions. There's something, some sort of emotional trouble that someone is either in, or they're sort of still dealing with conflict from the past, I feel. So that may be you, that may be the other person. So flip it as necessary, but it is some sort of emotional conflict that's sort of sticking around with this person a bit more longer term. A bit of turmoil going on, and it's kind of, I do feel for majority of you that this is somebody else, and they're coming to you, and I'm getting like that vibe of, um, they're coming to you and like trying. It's like somebody trying to, like, it feels like a little bit like gaslighty, like, or that negging type energy, where they're trying to stir up your emotions and stir up your, because they know that you are going to be, after they communicate with you about this emotion, that it's going to, cause some sort of inner turmoil for you, and the relationship in as a whole. So I do feel for a lot of you singles that this is, it's kind of like that energy of, somebody that you were in a past relationship with, because, we do have the ring there. So it does lead me to believe that this is a past relationship for a lot of you. But it's kind of that energy of someone communicating to you, oh, but I thought we were going to be together forever. And then expecting you to be very emotionally troubled by that. And, and it's kind of giving me the vibe that that's their intention. They're trying to, cause you inner turmoil, so that they can, reinstate the relationship, or, you know, or it definitely could just be drama for the sake of drama, in all honesty. Um, it just feels like this sort of this communication, it's going to be very emotional, and it may have something to do with like longevity, long term. So it really is giving me that vibe of someone sort of saying, "Oh, but I thought we were going to last forever," um, and but really they're saying that just to sort of cause you tension, and stir up your emotions and sort of see if they can wheedle their way back in, sort of a vibe is what I'm getting from that. Um, and we do have the clover as the outcome, though. So that's actually very, very similar energy to this bet on you card. Okay. So, betting on yourself, taking a chance to, like, on yourself. Take any risks that you take, make sure they are for your own good and your own benefit, and, taking a risk on you and what you need and your highest good. It may come across as a bit of a risk because this person may very well get you in a state of inner conflict there, and have you questioning how you, like, were you the one that done something wrong in a relationship, as an example there. But it's really letting us know, take a chance on yourself, short-term good fortune, but you do need to take that chance on yourself, you being the priority here, betting on yourself. Don't put all your chips on that person on black. Put them all on yourself on red. Okay, so that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from that. Is that don't be allowing people to sort of like um, you know take advantage of your emotional your emotional self. You may be somebody who people are aware that you are a sensitive person, and they are able to try to manipulate. It just feels like they're trying to manipulate your emotions a little bit there, Sagittarius. So just be wary of that, okay? Especially if that is a past connection, and you currently want nothing to do with it, and all of a sudden here they come trying to wheedle their way back in. And that's the kind of energy I'm getting from that. So I'm maybe sounding slightly biased, but I am sort of feeling that majority of the Saggies, watching that, that's how they're going to perceive that when they see that energy coming into their life as well. So it really does feel like that. So. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, But for now, we will move on over to our Capricorns. How are we today, Capricorn? Just looking today for our Capricorn singles. What's going on in love for Capricorn singles, please? I this this second card, I have seen this for another sign already, and I can't help it. Wait until you see what I'm talking about. We do have tenderness coming through. You can see the little bunny there with all these little comfort items, his little, scarf wrapped around him, his warm socks, a cup of tea, and his little pillow. It does say, I am gentle with myself. Okay, so showing yourself a little bit of tenderness and care, really taking care of yourself, Capricorn. Okay, showing yourself the same tenderness that you probably show other people already. But, if you're anything like me as a Capricorn, yourself is probably the last person you do play softly with. But, it's asking you to really, be gentle with yourself for a little while there. And we also have this one that makes me laugh every time I see it, because I have a dirty mind. Okay, so we're just going to move on from that. You take from that what you need, and if your mind works anything like mine, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, because we do have the hungry bunny. Okay, and his little bib there says all you can eat, and he's got this big giant carrot in front of him. Okay. Anyway, it does say, my life is a feast of opportunity. All right. So this actually talks about, taking a bite out of life, and being hungry for the things that you're passionate about. If you have a passion or a desire, or, a person that you are passionate about and desirous of, take a bite out of life and, get in there, smash your face full of food, like that kind of a vibe. Like, don't allow yourself to go starving. It's that hungry energy that, really, really fighting for what you want, and being very passionate about it, being very hungry to have that achieved. Okay, so it's like putting your full self into something, rather than, oh, I'll just take a little nibble here and there. No, no, take a big bite out of that, and take a big bite out of life, and take a bite out of their butt. Why not? Maybe just me. Okay. Sorry, Capricorn. Like I said, that card makes me go a bit. I'll blame the cards, right? Yeah. Okay. Capricorn singles. What's going on for Capricorn singles in love, please? So yeah, that, obviously it definitely could be a sexual reference as well, Capricorn, because, not only do we see the big giant carrot here, but we do see the reference to all you can eat. So could go either, any gender there with all you can eat and the big giant carrots, so any gender is welcome, as they say. But we do have here for you. Okay, let me have a look at this. I'm too distracted with that innuendo. I've got to be careful what I say with the YouTube gods and whatnot as well, but okay. Okay, so this is actually very similar to that other message. I can't quite remember. I think it may have been Scorpio who had a similar message. Okay, so firstly we're seeing the lily. Okay, so the lily is all about, long-term stuff, but I do feel as though in this instance we're looking more at the emotional sensitivities of the lily, that that there is a lot of emotional sensitivity that is attached to the lily, and it really does talk also about, rather than long-term longevity, it talks about, thinking about the things that you want at the end of your life. Like, it sounds a little bit dark, but like, what do you want your eulogy to say about you and the life that you have lived, the way that you have loved? When you look back at your life, when you're in your deathbed, or when you're 90 or whatever, and you're looking back through your life, what do you want your legacy to be when it comes to the way that you have loved, and the emotions that you have shown? Okay, so it does bring that to mind as well, but more so in an emotional sense. Like, do you feel as though you want to be closed off or whatnot? But I do recall in the weekly readings we did see for Capricorn the open book, so the openness, talking about, being a bit more open and vulnerable and honest with your feelings. So I do feel as though that's kind of the same sort of message here, that we are talking about, being very emotional, being vulnerable with your emotions, and being honest about what you do want on an emotional, vulnerable type level, and about emotional intimacy between you and others. Like, how do you want to receive emotional intimacy, and how do you want to give your emotional intimacy to others? Okay, but we do next have the rider. Okay, but the direction that he is facing, he's actually got this letter right behind him. Okay, so the writer is about good news on the way, and then the letter is about, an actual communication on the way. So I do feel as though this is letting you know that there is a communication on the way that is really, it's going to be very strongly linked with your emotions, and being very emotionally intimate with yourself about what you do want. Okay, so I do feel for a lot of you, like I was saying, that what do you want your legacy to be on an emotional level when you look back? What do you want to be able to, say? That are you wanting to be able to say, you know what, I gave it my all, or do you want to look back and say, do you know what, I really should have been a bit more open with that person, with that thing, so I do feel as though there's an opportunity coming in soon, that you are going to need to be very emotionally intimate with somebody that's bringing this communication towards you. I am going to grab one more because I'm nosy and I want to see what this communication is actually about, because here we're just seeing that, there's some sort of communication on the way, good news on the way, some sort of news and communication is on the way towards you. But all we're seeing so far is that, you are needing to be very open and tender as well. We do have that tenderness card there. So, you're going to have to be very tender and gentle with yourself, but also, with this communication, I feel, because it is going to, with the lily sitting there, it does have the potential to, be a long-standing thing. Okay, just intuitively there, I'm just feeling it's like, however you deal with this communication, it may have long-term ramifications. Okay, so I want to see what this is about. Pardon. Okay, what is this communication headed towards our Capricorn singles? What is this communication, please? Success. We have the key coming through there. So, it can talk about a few things, because the key can talk about, the key to your heart, the key to somebody else's heart. With it being this communication, I do feel as though this would be someone coming towards you and saying, you've got the key to my heart, Capricorn, that type of thing, or unlocking their heart to you. It can also be, the key does generally talk about, new doors that are opening to you, new opportunities. Like, are you going to walk through that door? When God closes the door, he opens a window, that there's always more options for you, that there's, choices to, doors that you can walk through. But I do feel as though this is more closely linked to, somebody opening their heart to you, and wanting to give you some of this tenderness and emotional intimacy as well. So it's very interesting, Capricorn. If you're me, I'm a Capricorn as well. So if you're me, this literally could mean that you've just gotten a new place and you've unlocked the door to a brand new house. Sorry. I'm all jokes today, aren't I, Capricorn? But what's the outcome or advice for Capricorn with this, please? Advice or outcome for Capricorn with this, please? Okay, so it's kind of advice and an out. Okay, so we do have the coffin has answered us there. So that's kind of letting us know that, that what I just sort of said about, when God closes one door, he opens a window. This is about closing the door on something is actually going to open new doors for you. Shutting something out, closing something off, ending something is actually going to open those new doors for you. So this communication coming in may be about something ending. It definitely could be about, a missed opportunity, the death of a situation, the end of a situation, something that you've broken free from, that you've closed the lid on this. I feel like you've already closed the lid on this, and realizing that, moving on from the coffin energy, that you've actually created brand new opportunities. And an ending is bringing a brand new beginning. So, yeah, that's a very interesting way to answer that. So maybe as advice, it could be letting you know, Capricorn, that there's still some stuff you need to end out before moving forward through these new doors. And I've just grabbed another card for you there, Capricorn. We do have the clouds, which is your thoughts, okay? And you may be overthinking something, okay? So you may have some sort of clouded judgment about being able to see that you have ended something, or your judgment may just be a little bit clouded by this communication coming in. You may be in a period of confusion about a certain situation. But then, you know, this communication coming in will help clarify that for you. Okay. Oh, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Check your other signs. Check your other strong placements. This close to a full moon, it's always handy to check your moon sign. They're usually pretty strong at the full moon times. Okay, but for now we'll move on to Aquarius. Okay, how are we today, Aquarius? Just looking for Aquarius singles today. What's going on in love for Aquarius singles, please? Okay, Aquarius. We do have inner tangle. Okay, so something's got you wrapped up and held down a little bit and sort of feeling as though your hands are tired. You know, it does say on the back there, "I am strong, fierce, capable, and free." Okay, so whatever you feel is putting you in a tangle, holding you know, tying your hands down together. You are free and capable of escaping that all by yourself. You are strong and fierce. You with the free on the back there, you probably are already, you know, it's feeling like you're in a tangle. You are not necessarily in a tangle. Okay, but we also see be decisive. Okay, so talking about, you know, choosing a path and sticking to it, making clear decisions and going with them, you know, in confidence. I am the leader of my life. Okay, I'm not going to let anyone tie me down, hold me back. I'm strong, fierce, capable, and free. I am the leader of my life. Okay, so I'm not going to let anyone tie me down and hold me back. I'm going to, you know, decide that I'm not going to allow this to tie me and hold me back from what I want and desire. Okay, but we'll have a look with the lenormand as well, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius singles. What's going on in love for Aquarius singles? Wow, nearly everyone has gotten this card today. This is the Lily card, okay? So that does talk about emotional intimacy, long-term things coming through for you. So that has come through with the stork energy, which is all about stirring up new energy, new ideas, that gestational period where you're really planning things out before you sort of see it birthed out into the universe. So I do feel for a lot of you, this is actually, you know, some things that are getting stirred up for you currently that are going to actually bring long-term changes to your love life. Okay, and on an emotional level, we're looking at an emotional level here with the lily. So whatever's getting sort of stirred up within you, I feel like for a lot of you, it's this. I am the leader of my own life, and finally, you know, standing strong and proud and making your own decisions when it comes to love and choosing to, you know, stir up brand new energy within you and create new ideas with, you know, how you want to deal with things emotionally and whatnot. And it's going to actually have long-term effects on your love life. Okay. We do see with that lily, it does talk about long-term, but then the lovely thing we see straight after that, that stalk is once we've gotten through that planning stage of, you know, what I need to approach, how do I need to approach love emotionally, you know, and really sort of planning that out for yourself on an emotional level. We do see the stars. Okay, so the stars is all about your wishes coming true, you know, wish fulfillment and, you know, your dreams and desires, having a lot of hope and optimism that things are going to work out exactly how you need them to. So that's actually a really beautiful message for you, Aquarius. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But for now, we will move on over to Pisces. How are we today, Pisces? Okay, Pisces singles. What's going on for our Pisces singles in love? Feels like there's a lot of messages for you in there, Pisces. Okay, we do firstly have balanced perception. Okay, so really needing to actually balance out the way that we're perceiving things. Like, are we perceiving things too negatively? Are we perceiving things too positively? And bringing harmony into the way that we're looking at things going on for us, and balancing them out. It's kind of, I'm getting that vibe of have you heard the phrase of there's always three sides to a story: my side, your side, and then the truth. This is all about finding the truth in the middle, not just listening to your view, not listening to the other person's view, but taking both on board to find that that compromise in the middle of what the truth, where the truth actually lays, that balanced opinion, the objective opinion of what's going on for you with love. It does say here, I am free to see with perfect clarity. Okay, so you are able to see the truth of a situation. You are able to balance that truth out within yourself, balance the positive and negative things within situations. It's just reminding you to do so, I feel. Um, and then we actually have unconditional love, Pisces. So I love to love and be loved. Okay, what a beautiful card. Little Cupid bunny there. So love, unconditional love, Pisces. So I feel for a lot of you, this is what you're after and what you're sort of striving towards. And with Cupid's arrow not far away, you are probably very close to having that unconditional love that you desire. Okay, but it also reminds us to look at the other aspects of unconditional love within our other relationships. So a lot of the time we do have unconditional love in our lives from platonic relationships. Okay, so it's asking you to sort of balance your perception with that out as well. So taking that into consideration, that, do you know what, already do have a lot of support and unconditional love. These people, that they love me no matter what, and they're there for me when I need them, and I know that they love me, and if they can love me, so can somebody else. Okay, so it's remembering that, I feel, for you Pisces, that just, I feel like this is just talking about remembering things that you already know at this point. So it's kind of like your intuition. I feel like your intuition is already telling you these things, and it's just needing me to point it out to remind you, so to speak. But we'll have a look with the Lenormand as well, Pisces. Okay, Pisces singles. Pisces singles. What's going on for Pisces singles in love? Okay, and can I just get clarity? Clarity for that middle card, please. Oh. Oh, okay. And clarity for that third card, please. Pisces singles, clarity for that third card. I love it when I ask for clarity and it tells me the exact same thing. Bit of a, okay, it's not really a weird message, Pisces, but before I show you the first card, I feel like I need to show you the second card and then the clarifier. Okay, so the second card, the middle card I got was the whip. Okay, so the whip talks about trouble, tension, quarreling, fighting, conflict, but a lot of the time it can talk about something that you're beating yourself up over. But what we're seeing there is that's clarified by the road. Okay, so it's kind of like you need to choose. Like, it's kind of sort of saying, pick your battles, sort of a vibe coming through. So are you going to go down the path of, having this quarrel, this conflict, this beating yourself up? Are you going to go down that road, or are you going to choose to not allow that to affect you, is kind of what I'm seeing here. And then that first card, we did actually have the garden. So it's a very interesting energy, because this is the garden talks about, places to meet. It's a social card, and so it kind of leads me to believe that this quarrel, this conflict, it's kind of like you meeting up with somebody who causes you conflict, and then you have the decision though in the middle to, this person only ever causes conflict. So do I even meet up with them? Should I even see them and meet up with them? That. But it's very like the garden. It can be somewhere very restful and positive as well. Like it's a restful, positive energy. So it's kind of like, but I do feel it's coming through quite literal for a lot of you. That someone may be asking you, come meet us at the park, or oh, a garden, some sort of garden. It is a garden here, and um, it generally does talk about social public spaces, like, public gardens, libraries, museums, art galleries, meeting up with friends for coffee, all those sorts of things. But I am just feeling for a lot of you, this is talking about an actual garden where you're like, someone's trying to, where you're having to choose to walk away or face this conflict, is what I'm kind of feeling. It's like you're meeting up with somebody at a park or a garden, and they're bringing conflict, and or they're trying to get you to beat yourself up, or some sort of energy like that, and you're having to choose to either face this conflict or walk away. Okay, and then I do have the anchor, which is clarified by the house. Okay, so they are very similar energies in some senses. They're very similar in the sense that, they're both very safe, secure, held in place. There's no movement there, so it's kind of like whoever this person is that's trying to bring this conflict to you. It shows you that this person hasn't changed. They're still stuck in place. They're stuck in place. And I feel like this decision, this choice you're needing to make is, are you going to allow yourself to be stuck in that same place? It's kind of that vibe of, bringing you down with them, with the anchor, like, um, you know, they're a weight on you, and pulling you down with them, sort of vibe. And the house it is about safety and stability, but I do feel that with the anchor and the house there, it's talking about being stuck and having no movement in a situation, and you kind of choosing how you're going to deal with this tension, this trouble. I feel for a lot of you, this may be a potential conflict. Okay, you may be meeting somebody who is bringing conflict to your door, or not to your door, to your garden. Okay, so but it's kind of letting me know that, if we choose to involve ourselves with the conflict, that it's that stuck energy. It's stuck energy, and it's weighing you down energy, and going back once again to balanced perceptions. Okay, I am free to see with perfect clarity. So I feel like you can see through this, and you already know this person is not, they're stuck, and then they're not changing. They're not moving. They're not bending or breaking. They're not going to see reason. They're not going to, all they're bringing is conflict and drama, and the threat of punishment, and trouble and tension, and trying to make you, beat yourself up about stuff, and balancing that perception out, that you can see through that, and dealing with, and, for some of you, you may need to deal with this person with unconditional love. For some of you, if this is somebody that that you do still want in your life, that they may just need your unconditional love at this time to help you get through this. But I am sort of getting very drawn to the idea that a lot of you are going to have to choose to walk away from this person's energy. If they're coming to you with conflict or whatnot, it's kind of making that choice to, do I get involved in the conflict, or do I walk away from the conflict? Because it does feel as though this person is trying to drag you into conflict, and it's just gonna weigh you down if you involve yourself in conflict with this person. Okay, so that's what we have for you, Pisces. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, but for now we will move on over to our Aries. Okay, hey Aries, how are we today? Just looking at what's going on in love for our Aries singles. Okay, Aries singles, what's going on for you in love, please? Okay, oh, these both mean very similar things. Okay, so we do have the tenderness card. Okay, so one of my other signs got this, I believe Capricorn. It does say, I am gentle with myself. Okay, so, that tenderness that you may show other people, showing it to yourself, being gentle with yourself, love, self-love. Okay, you can see the little bunny there with his little snugglies and his warm socks and his cup of tea. Okay, so looking after yourself, Aries. We also do have the self-care card coming through. Okay, so cute little bunny with all these cats. Another way of, comforting yourself, looking, playing with cats. I look after myself, body, mind, and soul. So obviously, Aries singles, self-care, very, very important for you at this time. Okay, loving yourself first. Okay, Aries, what's going on for Aries with love, please? Aries singles, what's going on for Aries singles with love? Okay, and just clarify that third card, please, for the Aries singles. Clarify that third card for the Aries singles. Okay, Aries. So we do have your first card here is the coffin. All right. So this talks about the death of something, bringing the rebirth of something. So endings, bringing brand new beginnings for you. Needing to close out something. Close the lid on something. Finalize something. Break away from something. Ending something that isn't in your highest good. We do see that such a strong self-care message for you today, Aries, that it's all about, ending the things that aren't actually good for you. So if there's something in your life that you know is not good for you, it's time to close the lid on that. Okay, so I'm getting that vibe that for maybe one or two of you, this may be talking about things like addictions or addictive behaviors, not actual addictions, but it could be addictive behaviors. Okay, so things that you do that are not in your highest good, ways that you think that ways of thinking that that's not quite right, and it's not showing yourself love, and really, really closing the cycle of treating yourself in that manner. Okay, so that you can sort of start afresh, be reborn as a brand new Aries. All right, because we do also see the tree energy. So once again, it's all about self-care, self-love, looking after yourself, nurturing yourself so that you can grow. Self-growth being very, very important here. That self-care, it's come through in three different cards through the Oracle and the Lenormand. So self-care is obviously very, very important, and looking out for your own benefit. What the things that are actually you being tender with yourself, caring for yourself, showing yourself love. And as we saw with that coffin energy, closing out the things that are no good for you, removing them from your life, ending those things that they're not in your highest good. So now is the time to grow and focus on the things that are good for you, and the things that help you heal and grow as a person. All right, because then we do have the rider on the way, pretty quick energy, the rider. So when we're looking at love, there will be news on the way. The rider does come in pretty quickly, and the news that you're going to be getting, I did clarify that with the book. Okay, so you're about to embark on a brand new chapter, a brand new, story of Aries. I do feel that with the rider and the book energy, this definitely could be a new character coming in, or like looking at the story of Aries and deciding, which characters are the important main characters in this story, and which characters, do I want to see coming in to my story at this time. Okay, so it's really talking about brand new chapters in love for you, opening up for you. So some good news on the way about some brand new chapters, but it does seem to be very reliant on you looking after yourself, and facing that healing and self-growth, and really doing what's good for yourself, and not doing the things that are not actually good for you, Aries. Okay, so we will move on over to Taurus. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Your moon sign usually is quite strong around the full moons. We're getting very close to that. But now we'll move over to Taurus. How are we today, Taurus? Okay. Taurus singles. What's going on for Taurus singles in love? Okay, so firstly, we do have inner tangle, Taurus. So you may be feeling a little bit restrained and held down, and your hands are tied in your love situations, and your love life in general at this time. It does say on the back there, I am strong, fierce, capable, and free. Okay, so your hands aren't really tied down. You are free, and you're more than capable of removing them at any time that you want, but you are sort of just in this phase at the moment where you are feeling like you're in a bit of a tangle. I'm kind of feeling, for some of you Taurus, you may be sort of feeling that you're involved in some sort of entanglement as well. So whatever suits your situation there. But we do also have star guidance. All right, so that does say, I follow my dreams to greater knowing. So, the stars in the Lenormand do talk about your wishes and your dreams. So once again, I follow my dreams to greater knowing. So it's all about using the things that you do truly desire, the things that you wish for, the dreams that you want to see fulfilled in love, using those as guidance, as like stepping stones, so that you can get there. Okay, so really using, what I want in the future as what, my biggest wish in love is XYZ. How am I going to get to that being fulfilled? What's the best way for me to achieve that dream? Okay, and using your end goal as the having that end goal in mind, so you know which steps to take. So kind of like that, from A to B, and if you know where B is, you know how to get there. You can work out a map on how to get to B. Okay, so really, if you're not sure what B is, maybe taking the time to really work that out for yourself. What is it that you wish for in love, and working your way towards that. Okay, Taurus, what's going on for Taurus in love, please? Taurus singles in love. Had a very similar message for Aries, Taurus. So some of you may be, like right on the cusp, or, you may have a strong placement in Aries as well. If that's the case for you, you may want to check that reading as well. We do firstly have the coffin energy, okay? So the coffin really does talk about needing to close things out, endings bringing brand new beginnings for you. We do see with the coffin that there's something that you need to end. You need to close the lid on that past energy, whatever that is for you. It is going to be something emotional, okay? We do have the moon card there, which is the Cancer card, so you may be connected to a Cancer as well, but it really does talk about you intuitively knowing that you need to close the door on that, close the lid on that past energy, that situation has ended, and if you want it to, inspire the new beginnings, then you do need to make sure it's fully ended emotionally for yourself. Okay, so we're looking at an emotional ending. I feel for a lot of you this ending has already actually happened, but we may still just be a little bit sensitive emotionally in regard to that ending. But what we are seeing there is once we deal with those emotions and face those emotions, removing yourself from that tangle that you're finding yourself in emotionally, and really focusing on those wishes, that the end goal. We do have the book energy as well. Okay, so this talks about brand new chapters coming for you, about to start writing the next chapter of your life, and moving forward into the unknown future for yourself. Okay, and you can kind of see she's sitting there pondering what to write next. So it's kind of like, do I introduce a brand new character? Do I bring in a plot twist? Where do I want this story to go? So once again, really, really using your wishes to guide where you want your story to go, from here. And do you want to repeat these same cycles, and be in this emotional spot again in the future, or are you going to end that cycle out, and move forward to things that you do truly wish for, and starting brand new chapters for yourself? So that's what we have for you today, Taurus. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But for now, we will move on to our Geminis. Hey, Gemini, how are we today? Just looking at Gemini singles and what's going on for you in love. Gemini singles, what's going on for our Gemini singles in love, please? Whoa, brand new cards. Do not want to shuffle, but we had a couple flip out already, so we'll grab those for you. If I can find it. I don't suppose you guys saw where that went. Okay, so firstly we do have support. Okay, hiding under the desk, our support was. So for some of you, you may find your support in hard to reach places. It may be hard for you to reach your support network at this time. So I don't know why that's feeling relevant, that it was sort of flipped out under the table, but it is all about support, and that you do actually have supportive people around you, that even if that's just spirit supporting you. It does say, I am safe and supported. Okay, so I do feel as though a lot of you may be needing to sort of rely on your support networks at this time. And, we also do see pace yourself. Okay, so don't be like this little sports bunny, loading yourself up with too much, and taking on too much. Okay, it does say, I move at my own pace in a healthy, loving way. So you don't need to take on too much. You don't need to, we do see that support card, but I feel like that's support for you. You don't need to support every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You need to be supported a little bit more at this time. So there's no rush. There's no rush. Go at your own pace, and go a bit slower even. You may be trying to take on too much when it comes to love. Okay, so pace yourself. Okay, all right, Gemini, what's going on for Gemini with love? Gemini singles, what's going on for our Gemini singles with love? Okay, can I just get clarity for that middle card? Can I just get clarity for that middle card? Is that what I think it is, please? Can I just get further clarity for that message, please? Further clarity for that, please, for our Geminis. Oh, okay, like, and just clarity for that third card. Just clarity for that third card is, oh, okay, it definitely was that. All right, so firstly, we do see the rider. So good news on the way. Good news coming in for you, Gemini. What this is actually in regard to is something from the past. All right, we do have the mice card there, and a lot of the time I do feel sometimes that the mice card is one of the more negative cards because it does talk about loss, things that have been stolen from you in the past, things that you've lost in the past, things that sort of eat away at you and take from your energy. But what I'm actually seeing here is that it's coming through as positive outcomes for you with this coming back around. Okay, so I feel for a lot of you, this is someone coming back around. Okay, someone you thought you had lost contact with, someone who may have even been stolen from you, if that's a thing. Um, it's going to be something that I feel for a lot of you. This is someone that you lost contact with, or you haven't had contact with for a while, and they're coming back around um, into your energy. All right, but what's interesting is it's brand new energy with the stork coming through here. So this, I feel like, if in the past, because like I said, the mouse card sometimes is a more negative card. So if in the past, if there was some negative stuff between you and this person, I do feel as though they've changed. They've brought in new energy. They've maybe the past has actually set them on this path of stirring up brand new energy within themselves. Because the stork really does stir up brand new energy, and it can change the negative energy to a more positive type energy. It's feeling a bit neutral here. With the clarification, it is feeling a bit neutral, so I can't really, but like seeing the outcome, it is a positive outcome. So I do feel as though these changes are new, like there's a new aspect to this person, something new. Maybe they're coming to you with someone from the past that you've lost contact with, coming to you with news about new elements in their life. It could be talking about a pregnancy for some of you. There could be communication about a pregnancy, because we do also have the letter the double clarifier there. That's about communication. So they're wanting to communicate this new energy with you. Whatever that new energy is, they're wanting to communicate that with you, and that's why they're sort of coming back around. Because we do see good news coming in from this person. And the stork, like I said, it can talk about pregnancy. So I do feel that for maybe one or two of you, this is, someone that you've lost contact with coming in with good news that someone's pregnant, or that they've got news of pregnancy, or new ideas, new elements to this person. There's something changed about this person. It's something brand new about this person. It's feeling, whoever they were in the past, they're a different version of that person, I believe. And I feel like maybe they're wanting to just communicate that with you, that they are a new person, that they are, in this new energy. They're not in the same energy they were in the past. Okay, because then as the outcomes, I do have the key, which I've clarified that with the sun, and the sun is all about happiness, things coming to light, success coming to light. With this key here, that's all about success and brand new doors opening to you. So, we do have a lot of happiness in the outcome, and it coming to light that there's actually brand new opportunities available from this situation now. Like I said, brand new energy. There's definitely a brand new energy coming in with this person, and with that sun energy, that's clarifying that it's going to be positive outcomes. It's definitely positive outcomes with this situation. But I am feeling that for a lot of you, this is somebody from your past. All right, but it's also telling you, once again, I'll go back through that pace yourself. Okay, so don't rush into anything. Make sure that if someone's coming to you and saying, "Oh, I really am changed," make sure that actions speak louder than words. Okay, make sure that they're able to back that up, and they're not just saying that. Okay, but the energy supports this person. It does seem like a very positive energy. So that's what we have for you, Gemini. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements. But we'll move over to Cancer. How are we today, Cancer? Just looking at singles, Cancer singles. What's going on for our Cancer singles with love, please? Okay, Cancer. We do have the Star Guidance card. Okay, so that is all about following your wishes, following your desires. It does say, "I follow my dreams to greater knowing." The Stars card in the Lenormand is all about wish fulfillment and your dreams and desires, having hope and optimism that things will turn out the way you need them to, the way that you wish for them to turn out. It's really kind of using your wishes as guidance for, if using your wish, your desired result, your desired outcome as the end goal. So if you're going from point A to point B, and point B is that end goal, that truest wish that you have, using that to guide you on what steps to take to get there. Okay, because we do sort of see, and it does sort of ask us sometimes to, really stop and think about, what do we want that desired outcome to be? What do we want the end goal to be with love and romance? Okay, we also do see the hungry bunny. Okay, he's come out a few times today, and he's a bit of a naughty bunny, as you can see there with his giant carrot, and his apron does say all you can eat. So I'm getting that he does have a bit of a sexual innuendo, this little guy, but it does say, "My life is a feast of opportunities." So it really is talking about finding your dreams, and then jumping into it head first, and showing your true hunger and passion to achieve that, and taking a big chunk out of life, and jumping in there and eating it all in, and consuming life and experience to get to these end goals. Okay, so very interesting for you there, Cancer. But we'll have a look with the Lenormand as well. Okay, Cancer. Cancer singles. What's going on for Cancer singles with love, please? But yeah, that hungry bunny is us for action. Pretty straightforward message with the Lenormand here. We do firstly have the clouds, which is all about your thoughts. I dare say you've probably been overthinking love, overthinking some stuff with love. You may have been feeling confused, have it like you've got clouded judgment, even having a little bit of anxiety about love, because we do see here the whip as well. So there's troubled thoughts. You a lot of anxiety coming through with that. Your thoughts are very anxious and worried and tense, and worried about love, and feeling as though you're beating yourself up a little bit, I feel, with that whip energy, sort of it's that self-flagellation, beating yourself up, fighting with yourself over your thoughts, over this overthinking energy that we're getting there. But what it's actually telling us next, we do have the cross energy coming through. And the cross is a very spiritual card, a very, talks about religion and, releasing burdens that you carry, which obviously is this, troubled way of thinking, releasing those fears and tensions from your thoughts, and having faith, okay, having faith that you are going to get to these wishes, all right, that you are going to follow this guidance and jump straight on in and bite off as much of it as you can sort of eat, all right, but really having faith. There's a strong pull of destiny with this card as well, okay? So your destiny is to get to these wishes and to follow your wishes in this life. And it's just letting you know to keep the faith, okay? Don't allow your thoughts to take control. Really, keeping the faith that everything will work out how you desire, all right? So that's what we have for you, Cancer. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But for now, we'll move on over to our Leos. How are we today, Leo? Just looking today at Leo singles and love. What's going on for our Leo singles with love? Okay, so we do have treat yourself. Okay, so you can see the little bunny here digging into the Nutella. Oh, it says chocolate spread, but that's Nutella, okay? It does say on the back, I treat myself to life and I am treated well by life. Okay, so treating yourself well and looking after yourself, maybe even having that little Nutella snack if you want it. I'm not a big chocolate fan, to be honest. I would definitely go for something savory. But whatever you treat yourself with, Leo. I feel like you guys get this message so often from me that it's always, Leo, go and buy something. Leo, go and buy yourself a present. Leo, treat yourself. Indulge in some chocolate, whatever that is for you, Leo. Treat yourself, okay? We also do have Silent Night. Look at that card. Isn't that beautiful? I am calm and connected to bliss. So really relaxing. Treat yourself and relax and just be calm and centered and connected to happiness and just blissful chocolate explosions, right? But we'll have a look at the lenormand for you as well, Leo. Okay, Leo singles. What's going on in love for Leo singles, please? Pretty relatively straightforward here, Leo. Firstly, we have the tree, which is all about that self-care, self-growth, self-love, taking time to heal. Once again, that rest, relaxation, treat yourself, look after yourself, that self-care type message, all right? And then we do have the house. All right, so that lets us know that, taking care of yourself and maybe even staying home for a little while there, because we do see that Silent Night card and I'm calm and connected. I do feel that for some of you, Leo, it really does talk about, just stopping and relaxing and staying in instead of feeling like you have to go out and be social all the time. Taking some time, take a couple of days to just sit at home in your pajamas and eat chocolate and do nothing. Okay, I really am getting that that's part of what is going to be your self-care at this time. That the house is also about, your sense of safety and security as well, your inner stability. So, doing those things that make you feel safe and secure and stable within. Okay. And then we do see the cross energy as well. So that's pretty much just letting us know, it is a very spiritual, religious type card as well. So, rely on your spiritual sense at this moment. Stay at home, do whatever you need to do to embrace your spiritual nature, connect to bliss. But most of all, it does let us know to have faith. Okay, so we are doing a love reading, so it does let us know, have faith. Love is destined for you. It's just right now you need to take care of yourself first and foremost. You need to love yourself first, Leo. Okay, so that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Okay, but we will move right on over to our Virgos. How are we today, Virgo? Just looking at Virgo singles. Virgo singles, what's going on for our single Virgos with love? I just had that exact same card for Leos. So some of you may be on the cusp or have strong Leo placements as well. We do have the treat yourself card, okay? So that is that little bunny who's gotten into the Nutella. It does say, I treat myself to life and I am treated well by life. So, making sure that you are treating yourself. If you are someone who needs to go and stick the spoon in the Nutella jar and treat yourself to that. Chocolate bliss, why not? Giving yourself some treat, really looking after yourself and taking the time to do something that makes you happy, okay, that makes you feel like you're treating yourself well. Some of you that may not be chocolate. I'm just getting the vibe there that for some of you Virgos, the way that you treat yourself well is actually healthy, totally healthy eating. So if that's what you need to do to treat yourself, go right on ahead. We also do have balanced perception. All right, so that does say, I am free to see with perfect clarity. Okay, so it's all about, weighing up the pros and cons, looking at the positives and the negatives of situations and finding that neutral center. That I do get the vibe with that one that it's kind of like, there's three sides to a story: your side, my side, and then the truth. So that's all about that balance and finding that truth in the center, taking up taking on board both sides of the situation, not just your own. All right, so it just lets us know that we do need to make sure we are seeing things balanced and looking at all sides of the story. Okay, for some of you Virgos too, that may be talking about balancing yin and yang as well, which is divine feminine and divine masculine. So, if you do feel that may be you and there's a bit of an imbalance between your masculine side and your feminine side, you may want to check one of those readings I've done this year in regard to the divine masculine, divine feminine. So, one is for Mother's Day and one is for Father's Day. So the masculine was just at the start of September, all signs, and then the other all signs for Mother's Day was Australia's Mother's Day, so it was all the way back in May. Okay, so if you feel as though you need to go back and watch those readings, go right ahead. They are in the all signs playlists. All right, but we'll move on to the lenormand for you. Okay, single Virgos. What's going on for our Virgo singles with love? I'm so glad I just mentioned that those divine masculine and feminine videos there because, firstly, we've got the moon has come out, which talks about your emotional self and following your intuition as well, coming out strongly there. But then I love it when they repeat my messages with different cards, okay? We do have the masculine and the feminine have both come out. So balancing, for some of you, it's definitely talking about needing to balance the masculine and the feminine energies within you, okay? For others of you, For others of you, this could be talking about balancing your emotions with your more rational, logical side of yourself. Just going to get one more for you there, Virgo. How does this relate to Virgo and love? How does this relate to Virgo and love, please? Okay, so we do have that answer there with the anchor. So it relates to love because you need to be stable and secure within yourself. You need to be able to, weather the rough seas if they come up. So I do feel strongly for quite a lot of you that probably is, balancing the masculine and feminine energies, balancing your emotional side with your, logical side, your reality side, really, really, you know, balancing yourself out when it comes to your masculine and feminine elements. All right, so finding that balance within you emotionally, okay, with how you deal with emotions, how you, so if you're someone who's a very emotional person, it's going to be about, bringing some more, logical non-emotion into the situation, and then for others of and vice versa. All right, so but we do see the emotions coming through there as well. So it just does feel as though you're in a bit of an emotional, um, just a need for balance within your emotional self at the moment, Virgo. And once you find that stability, then you will be able to, get some answers about love. So, keep your eye out on future videos where we actually see some answers coming through when it comes to the actual love, because this is all just about you, yourself, Virgo, really needing to, take the time to look after yourself, treat yourself, and balance yourself out to be able to move forward in a more stable way when it comes to love. Okay, so that's what we have for you today, Virgo. Thank you. As I said in the intro, this will be my probably last video with this particular home. I am moving home at the moment, so I will see you all at my new house once we get that all sorted out. But I will be doing the shadow work reading tomorrow for the full moon. So make sure you check that one out. Those ones are always really, really good. I do expect too that, with you needing that balance, there may be something coming out in that shadow work reading that may be, important for you to look at as well, Virgo. So keep that in mind, and hopefully I'll see you all there. But always welcome to check your other placements and whatnot as well. But thank you so much for your time.